regulators, when we tip this up, the underside of each of these regulators is going to have 3 pins on it. So there's 3 pins going down and they're soldered underneath. And so the way you build this thing is circuit board, heat transfer stuff or whatever you need, heat sink, then this thing, the thing gets bolted down and then it's soldered underneath. So soldering is the last thing that's done.
Right.
Some of these have got stripped threads,
yes.
or heads I should say, which means someone has gone through, unbolted them. But unbolting these doesn't do anything. You can't take anything out.
Because they're all
soldered in on the other side, so you've got to unsolder them first, then you undo these, then this pops out.
Could have been done in the factory.
Nah.
Okay.
I do not accept that at all. And the reason is because the way you can see they're stripped going out, not going in.
Ooh.
Because tightening, they're actually quite nice. Well, except for that one. That one's rounded all the way through.
Jason, your forensic eye.
This,
yet again.
no, but
There is a tad of Bernie about
there is muchas, and what else has happened is there's been reliability issues in the past, and someone has redone the tracks with extra wire because these tracks haven't been able to hold it.
Can I theorise a history of this power
can.
supply?
It's an ugly one.
I suspect that when the fan modification was done was when this original Bernie action occurred.
I absolutely agree with you. Yeah.
Jason was just pointing out, good man that he is, that the amount of clearance of these here things is the only thing stopping this whole board, which has got high voltage going through it.
And this screw, this is what worries me, is this screw here. This screw is basically the same length as these things. And it wouldn't take much for, potentially, if this thing expanded, it might be enough for it to actually touch it. And but I can't see.
It does look like something out of a James Cameron movie.
I mean, they've gone and they've done this, but this, I mean, all this here, this is the ground plane, which looks very corroded, but it probably still works. But like these things, probably worth reflowing some of this. But yeah, this track's been broken, it looks like, and so they've redone it. Or this was done at the factory, maybe even. But
really?
they were unhappy with the amount of current that it could hold, so they've actually redone it.
Wow, that's pretty extreme.
Yes, but what worries me is that they've done it. They've done it on that one. I'm surprised they didn't do it on these ones. But maybe don't. This could be factory. They worked out that the tracks just weren't beefy enough, so they've added their own wires. So it's almost a de facto point-to-point wiring. Something here might have melted, because that's looking pretty close to shorting it. Some of this looks like...
Yeah, that looks bad.
This does not look...
very bad.
And in fact, that looks bad. This one looks like it's got no solder on it at all. If you look at that one there, this actually doesn't look right.
Just move your finger a tad.
See? So I'd be concerned about that. But in terms of what's actually shorted on it, I mean, I'm hoping that if we do some measurements now, things won't be going to ground.
Yeah, alright, well let's check it.
So
our plan of action, just to recap, is we're going to put a plastic sheet on the bottom.
Insulating sheet to isolate it from ground.
for all the other DDA owners,
Yeah.
we have seen the guilty parties, which are screws, which seemingly innocent from the outside are quite pivotal to the inside. So this one here and this one here on this particular power supply are missing those screws. You can see the other screws are in, like that one, and they are actually not just there for decoration, they are holding on
The standoffs.
the standoffs for the motherboard.
Yes. Also down here.